Namaste and welcome to the new season of TeaTalk. This is your साथी सिलु. आज यहाँहरूसँग ठ्याक्क 2 महिनापछि फेरि आएकी छु. विगत 90 डेज अफ टिटकमा चाहिँ विभिन्न वेदाका विभिन्न क्षेत्रका महत्त्वपूर्ण व्यक्तित्वहरू डॉक्टर्स, engineers, scientists, lawyer, pilot, writers, actor, director, housewife, student, you name it, and they were there. उहाँहरू सबैको इन्स्पायरिङ स्टोरिजहरू सुन्दै उहाँहरूसँग कति कुरा सिक्ने मौका पाउँदै यहाँसम्म आएको थियौँ र बिचमा केही समय ब्रेक लिएको थिएँ तर I was overwhelmed with so many wonderful messages, heart-warming notes saying that I must resume this again. त्यो सबै उहाँहरूको त्यो मायालाई उहाँहरूको त्यो मिठो एउटा भावहरूलाई अनर गर्दै चाहिँ आज आई एम ब्याक अगेन. यो अहिले 30को सिजन चलिरहेको छ. फेस्टिभल अफ वुमेन, फेस्टिभल अफ टु सेलिब्रेट लभ, फ्यामिली एन्ड सिस्टरहुड. यो बेलामा चाहिँ यो सेकेन्ड सिजनमा अनरिङ अल दोज वुमेन, स्पेसली वुमेन इन फाइनेन्स, वुमेन प्रोफेसनल्स, वुमेन लिडर्स, उहाँहरूको लागि डेडिकेट गर्दै चाहिँ यो नयाँ सिजन सुरु गरेको छु. र आजको मेरो गेस्ट चाहिँ एकजना प्रतिनिधि व्यक्तित्व हुनुहुन्छ. सी इज अ ब्युटी विथ ब्रेन. उहाँलाई कुराकानीमा उहाँसँग सबै कुरा त थाहा पाउने नै छौँ तर अहिले 2 शब्दले उहाँलाई चिनाउनु पर्यो भनेदेखि सी इज अ वुमन विथ नम्बर्स एकदमै कम पाइन्छ. सी इज अ CPA, सी इज एक्सटर्नल अडिटर, मिडिया पर्सनालिटी, ब्युटी पेजेन्ट. उहाँको धेरै धेरै छ तर सबैभन्दा महत्त्वपूर्ण कुरा भर्खरै सी हेज बिन द विनर अफ द मिसेस ANA 2022. Let me welcome Shristi Sharma in today's TeaTalk. Hello, hello Shristi. Welcome to TeaTalk.
Namaste, Dee. Thank you.
Thank you for coming today.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you for having me here.
Again, a थोरै एउटा introduction भन्दा लाग्दा there are so many things. You wear so many hats, so I don't know where to start. अनि दुईटै कुराले मात्र सुरु गर्दा चाहिँ एकदमै सबैले बुझ्ने गरे गर्दा चाहिँ you have been a winner, Mrs. ANA 2022. That is such a representative title. हैन त्यो भयो. अनि woman with numbers, CPA. So tell us about yourself.
So I'm Shristi Sharma. I've been living in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 6 years, but I've been living in the United States since December of 2011. I'm from Kathmandu, Nepal. I was born in Nepal. I lived there until I finished my undergrad. My undergraduate was in finance. Right after completing my undergrad, I got married with my husband, Robin, and then I moved to Aberdeen, Scotland, lived there for almost 1.5 years. Then we moved here to the United States. I did my master's in accounting from Texas State University in San Marcos, finished school. Then I got an offer from a public accounting firm, one of the top public accounting firms, Grant Thornton. Worked there for 3-4 months, which was in Houston. And then I moved to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I've been living here and working at a different public accounting firm like BDO ever since. Actually, starting tomorrow, I am joining another firm.
What a timing. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so I am joining another firm as their senior manager, looking after their SEC practice, and my primary focus is going to be oil and gas and real estate industries along with manufacturing. I have a whole lot of manufacturing experience. Other than that, ever since I was young, I would say like right after completing SLC, which is like grade 10 here, I was kind of interested in like going and learning anchoring, like how to be able to like talk out there in public and like be out there, represent. So I did some anchoring classes. During that time, I did get a chance to go to some of like TV houses out there. I did not join them right then, but right after completing my +2, you have this gap of a couple of months before your undergraduate starts. So during that time, and I used to live in Lazimpat, and there was Image Channel's office in Lazimpat. So I kind of like went there, submitted my resume along with my pictures, and I got a call. So we had a competition. So they did image channel VJ Hunt.
Okay.
So this is back in 2006. I participated along with like a couple of other I think there were like a total of 20 participants. So I competed and I actually won. And then I worked there for a few months. I did not work there for too long. I also joined another television house, which had just started, Sagarmatha Television. Again, like it didn't go for too long. I would say like my max period with these like television would be maybe 7 to 8 or 9 months, because I was really focused more towards like education. It was always like that. Ever since I was a kid, it was all about like, oh, I gotta like excel in studies and then like be the first in my class.
I think you
So
have
I
been
was
the winner all along, right? Whether it
I
is
tried to. Tried to. So that happened. And then like undergrad in finance, it was actually microfinance. During my undergrad, our school used to take us out to like visits to like smaller parts or like different other places in Nepal. So I got to work with like people from different regions, like even villages, where we went out and talked with people and like talked about like microfinance, how like people from a village can come together, work together to build up their like economic status. So I did some projects on that as well. I even have a book published actually.
That
The
part I didn't know. Wow,
benefit.
okay.
Yeah, so I do have one book that was published while I was still in Scotland. So this was a book I did my project in, which was on in like microfinance. Um, so when I was in Scotland, I wanted to do MBA finance, but I think the school I was trying to get into, they said like I was too young to get into their MBA program. They were like, you're too young, like you gotta have like some years of experience. That's when I thought about like, okay, I do like accounting too. So why not like try accounting? And US happened. So when I came here, I was like, okay, I think I could do a master's in accounting. So I did my GMAT, went into school. I even got like I would say like, I think I can brag about it. I actually did get scholarship for my master's too. And 3 months into my master's program, I got an internship opportunity. So I was kind of like really putting myself out there though. Like I was going to meet the firms. Like I was always like participating in like all these events or meetings. I was making sure I was attending all these meetings as well, making sure like people from industry knew like, okay, there is a student who's kind of like really wanting to get outside and get all these experiences. So that helped me a lot. And right now, I'm a CPA. I'm also so I'm vice chair of the education committee for the TXCPA's like Fort Worth chapter. As part of my role, I actually go out to schools and like talk to them about like the importance of like how they can excel in accounting. What's the importance of getting the CPA license? So I talk about all those things as well.
That's wonderful. Let me pause a little bit here
Too
because
much talking, sorry.
no. When you talked about accounting, when you talked about numbers, finance, and all these, I was like, I had a story to share. मैले चाहिँ मेरो when I was in my first year of PhD program, there was a class, finance and like family kind of class. In that class, we discussed about a book, Smart Women Finish Rich. And that book discussion was there, होइन? त्यो कुरा भइरहँदा र on my final year when I did my PhD dissertation, it was on women entrepreneurs and financial literacy.
Yeah.
But coming to that end, what surprised me most was even the well-educated women, like in North America, Canada, America, they have third graders level of education, financial literacy. When it comes to financial literacy, त्यही भएर चाहिँ जति पढेको भए पनि थर्ड ग्रेडर भनेको that is oh my god, right? So there are not many women, there are not many girls in finance, in
Yeah.
accounting, and in this area. And you are so young, and you have all like you have so much accomplished in this area. Not only that, you have been mentoring, teaching in schools as well. So tell me about the choices that you made in life. Like who inspired you? What inspired you to come in this area of numbers versus
Yeah, numbers. I would say like I was always intrigued towards like banking and finance, given like my father. he was in the banking industry, and I used to love like what he was doing. I even interned at the bank that he was in, Rashtra Banija Bank. He was in the central office. Yeah, and ever since, like, I think he used to talk about, like, he had friends from his office that we used to come home, and they used to talk about like banking and all, and I was like, okay, that's so cool. And I loved numbers. I think I do have this specific quality, like if you tell me your number, I'll remember. Like, I don't even write those down, like I remember numbers.
Okay, wow.
So I guess like I was
Wow,
into
for me,
numbers.
because I like, even with PhD, I fall in the other side of third grader, whereas you, I mean, like, yeah, you said that I don't even have to remember. I don't have to write it down. I just remember. That was, oh my
Yeah.
God, for me. Yeah,
Yeah, and then banking. I like banking, and I was always like intrigued towards like leadership. So
right.
that was my career goal. Like, even if I join accounting, I want to move up the career ladder and like be a leader in the firm or the office that I work in. So it's always towards like geared towards like, okay, I gotta do this. And I guess like I just be myself though, even though like I like going forward, I also enjoy the phase. It's always about like enjoy the journey.
Right.
So I always make sure like I'm doing that while I'm like thinking about the next step.
Yeah, and very like two very important points that you mentioned. I noted that is in our, like, if we talk about our culture, like Asian culture, Nepali culture, there girls or women or regardless the gender, they do not just come in front or like participate, right? Even in like
Yeah.
meetings and other opportunities. And as you mentioned that you're always out there, right? Your
Yeah.
presence was there. त्यही भएर त्यो आफूले केही पनि आफूले गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने त्यो आफ्नो डिटर्मिनेसन, आफ्नो विश, आफ्नो त्यो पाथ फाइन्डर होइन, त्यो क्वालिटी चाहिँ द्याट इज वान अफ द निड जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई when I listen to you, right? But having said that, अनि अरू डिफ्रेन्ट इन्ट्रेस्टहरू छ जस्तो एङ्करिङ भनेको छ, you are always, I mean, like kind of like that finding presence everywhere, right? यति हुँदा हुँदै पनि अहिले पनि काममा र घरमा, you are a mom too, right?
Yeah.
How old is he?
20 months.
20 months.
I'm still doing the months because I think like before they are 2-year-old, you still go by months.
Right,
Because
right.
sometimes people are like, wait. So 1.5 years
Young
old.
mom. You are a young
Yeah.
mom.
Uh-huh.
This is ANA, right? That's CPA, that new title that you would be starting from tomorrow. So how do you balance your personal life with professional life?
So I think it all comes down to how you plan things. I am a big supporter of do not procrastinate. Like, make sure if things need to be done, get it done. Like, if you don't do something, then it's just gonna wait for you, and then it's gonna keep on piling up like your laundry. If you don't do your laundry like this weekend, next weekend it's gonna get piled up. So I make sure like things get done in a timely manner. Say for example, if my work hours are 9 to 5, I make sure like I get my work done within 9 to 5. That way, after 5 p.m., all my time is for my son, or like do something else, go for a walk, or if there's an event, go attend the event. And I also make sure like my 1.5-year-old son, he goes with me to events. So I think you've met him too. So he goes with me to anywhere I go. So that way, like, I'm still spending time with him while making sure like I am socializing with other people too. So उसलाई सँगै लिएर जाने, रमाइलो गर्ने, अफिस आवर भित्रमा अफिसको काम सकाउने. Even though like there are times like there are some months we do have busy season public accounting मा, January, February, March and April. त्यो टाइममा चाहिँ अलिकति एक्स्ट्रा आवर्सहरु बसेर काम गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, फाइलिङ सिजन हुन्छ. त्यो टाइममा चाहिँ it does get a little difficult. तर म के गर्छु भनेपछि week day मै काम गरेर सकाउने, ताकि like weekend I free up and I can spend more time with my son. उसलाई चाहिँ अब बुकहरु पढ्न एकदमै मन पर्छ. He loves like when I sing rhymes to him. So I'll make sure like whatever he enjoys, I'm doing it for him. Football खेल्न मन पर्छ उसलाई, soccer खेल्न मन पर्छ. So I play with him, I talk with him, we go on walks. त्यसरी टाइम मिलाइराख्छु छु. त्यसमाथि पनि अब मेरो कहिले चाहिँ अब लास्ट इयर मेरो पेरेन्ट्सहरु यहाँ हुनुहुन्थ्यो, यो इयर मेरो इनलजहरु हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँले पनि एकदमै हेल्प गरिरहनु भएको छ है बाबुलाई हेर्नको लागि मेरो अफिस आवरमा चाहिँ. अनि फ्यामिलीको सपोर्ट पनि छ, त्यो भएको भए चाहिँ मिलिरहेको छ भनौँ न.
है त्यही त र फ्यामिलीको सपोर्ट त हुन नै पर्छ फ्यामिलीको सपोर्ट भएर सबै सजिलो हुन्छ एउटा ठाउँमा छ बट आई लभ द वे यु प्रेजेन्टेड द laundry right it's kind of like getting things done right away because many of us are like in that procrastinator field like 10% matra get it done quicker भन्ने हुन्छ अरे झन् स्कुलमा गर्दा त ओके भोलि 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 भन्दा भन्दा
हजुर
that time management part that is really strong in you that have been seen र भनिहालेँ नि एकदम त्यति यङ मम हुँदा पनि द वे यु आर म्यानेजिङ अल द टाइम द्याट इज समथिङ द्याट वी अल हेभ टु लर्न फ्रम यु अनि अहिले फेरि यो तिजको सिजन आइरहेछ राइट अनि इट्स अ फेस्टिभल सबैजना वुमेनहरूलाई चाहिँ वाट वुड बी योर मेसेज टु देम बिकज दे आर सो मेनी मदर्स आउट देयर लाइक फुल टाइम वर्कर्स होइन कति धेरै डिफ्रेन्ट रोलहरू लिइरहनु भएको हुन्छ नि त अनि वाट इज द मेसेज फर देम टु गेट थिङ्स डन to like what they want to do on the given amount of time. We all have 24 hours, right? So
yeah
yeah, what would be your message to them?
for them के भन्न चाहन्छु भनेपछि हजुर सबै मलाई के लाग्छ भनेपछि everyone has some sort of talents. Maybe someone has a talent in singing, maybe someone has a talent in dancing, maybe someone has a talent in talking, right? केही न केही ट्यालेन्ट के कसैको सबैजनामा केही न केही ट्यालेन्ट छ आफ्नो ट्यालेन्ट के छ बुझ्नुहोस् हैन अनि त्यसपछि मेबी वर्क अ लिटल बिट अब कसैलाई चाहिँ अब निखार्नु पर्ने हुन्छ नि ट्यालेन्ट भए पनि त्यसमा अलिकति निखार ल्याउनुहोस् प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुहोस् अगाडि आउनु भन्छु आजकलको समय अहिलेको सिनारियोमा त सोशल मिडिया इज सच अ ह्युज प्लेटफर्म है especially like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, even TikTok, like last year someone मलाई पनि TikTok जस्तो लाग्थ्यो अहिले everyone is on last year someone like why म हेर्दा पनि हेर्दिन्थेँ कहिले काहीँ बाबु टिकटक भिडियोजहरू बनाउँथेँ तर अहिले like looking at it there's people have been getting so many good opportunities out of TikTok like especially like early Dallas Fort Worth so many women have gotten into like their own business via like TikTok so आफ्नो कुनै ट्यालेन्ट छ सिंगिङ छ भने सिङ्गर्सहरू पनि आइरहनु भएको छ है टिकटक होइन भने इन्स्टाग्राम या सोसियल मिडिया अर जस्ट लाइक गोइङ आउट देयर हाम्रो अझै यहाँ डालस फोर्ट वर्थमा बस्ने महिलाहरूको बारेमा अथवा वुमेनहरूको बारेमा कुरा गर्ने हो भने देयर सो मेनी अर्गनाइजेसन्स हियर बी अ पार्ट अफ लाइक मेबी वान अर्गनाइजेसन धेरै सबैजना त भ्याउनुहुन्न नि त काम पनि हुन्छ बच्चा हुन्छ तर मेबी ट्राई टु बी अ पार्ट अफ लाइक मेबी वान अर्गनाइजेसन अनि मिट अदर like minded people अनि form a community support each other त्यही भन्न चाहन्छु आई थिङ्क बेबी स्टेप्स लिन मिल्छ अनि त्यसपछि अगाडि बढ्ने अनि कन्फिडेन्स इज कि मलाई कस्तो लाग्छ भने कतिचोटि मैले देखेको मेरो साथीहरूमा अथवा रिलेटिभ्सहरूमा पनि मैले के देखाएको छु भनेपछि यु नो दे आर सो ट्यालेन्टेड है बट दे डोन्ट ह्याभ कन्फिडेन्स they lack confidence and this was hardy while I answer you know they can do it but they will be like oh I'm so shy like I can't present myself in front of people so confidence I understand manche extrovert huncha introvert huncha understandable but you definitely need to have that confidence to go and like let people know like yes this is what I can do I'm best at doing this and do not let anybody put you down like oh god she's not doing something nice don't listen to them like just keep on working on yourself and keep on doing the things that you enjoy doing and you'll just like progress and you can win anything you want.
Beautiful tips, beautiful message. Thanks for sharing that. Tell me a little bit about your experience winning the title of Mrs. ANA 2022. How was
the experience
it? Yes.
It was a wonderful experience so 2-3 weeks को ट्रेनिङ थियो वकिङ को ट्रेनिङ थियो त्यस पछाडी कसरी आफुलाई प्रेजेन्ट गर्ने अनि किप ट्यालेन्ट राउन्डमा चाहिँ मैले गीत गाउने भनेको थिएँ सो त्यसको 2-3 दिनको त्यसको प्र्याक्टिस पनि थियो एकजना भाइसँग गिटार उहाँले बजाउनु भएको थियो त्यही ट्रेनिङहरू भएको थियो अनि त्यस पछाडी प्रिपेयरिङ अब क्वेसन्सहरू हुन्छ नि त मेन त्यस्तो पेजेन्ट्सहरूमा क्वेसन्सहरू कसरी एन्सर गर्ने वकिङ क्वेसन एन्सर गर्ने त्यस पछाडी not to be like scared to like walk in front of because this was my first time ever participating in a pageant show so alikati डर त थियो तर त्यसको प्रिपरेसन गर्दाखेरि मलाई के लाग्छ by the time I was out there in the stage I wasn't really like nervous at all मलाई लाग्यो थियो oh god I'm going to be so nervous तर त्यहाँ गइसकेपछि I felt like oh no this is easy so I think that all comes from like practicing so practice is very very important तर रमाइलो एकदमै रमाइलो भयो 2-3 weeks को टाइम अनि त्यसपछि पेजेन्ट विन गरेको नाइट एकदमै रमाइलो भएको थियो त्यस पछाडि त फोन कल आउने यताउता फेसबुकमा फलोवर्स बढेर
एकदमै कुरै भयो नि because you have inspired many women, many like everyone in different aspect, right? So, and you mentioned about the singing and your talent roundमा singing भनेको. Would you mind just one line, two line, like I would love for our audience.
I can without music. I don't know what it's gonna sound like, but I can definitely do it. Also, a specific song, so one for me, which I can try, or
there are so many, but like your choice.
My choice. Let me think. I'm like, my husband Robin is like, you always sing the same song. Stop singing that song.
That same song then.
I should be doing the same song. Okay. I'm thinking. He likes one song, Timro Ne Maya. I'll do it for him.
Please. Okay.
Timro Ne Maya, Timro Ne Maya, Timro Ne Maya lagta cha saila samjhanchu dindina. Timile Maya nagare pani samjhanchu dindina. सम्झन्छु दिन्दिना आज त मैले भात र खायो ती हुन त गावाको कि माया गर्छौ तिमीले सैला म जस्तो जावाको म जस्तो जावाको. Thank you.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. What a melody. Oh my God.
Thank you.
सुनेको थिइनँ यो तर अब त मनमै अड्किने भयो त्यति मिठोसँग गायो.
Thank you. एकजना नेपालको पुरानो सिङ्गरको गीत मलाई पनि पहिला थाहा थिएन. लास्ट इयर आई थिङ्क यो हाम्रो अमेरिकन आइडलमा एकजना जानुभएको थियो नेपालको उहाँले गाउनु भएको थियो अनि त्यस पछाडि चाहिँ झन् झन् मान्छेहरूले कभरहरू गर्न थालेपछि मैले पनि ओ नाइस सङ.
भनिहालेँ कति धेरैवटा ट्यालेन्ट छ र नो वन्डर यु आर द्याट विनर राइट विनर अल अलोङ. अहिलेसम्म आइपुग्दा चाहिँ अब यदि टाइम मनी भन्दैन बिकज यु आर वुमन विथ नम्बर्स गरिरहेको छौ त्यो छँदैछ. इफ टाइम वाज नट द इस्यु बिकज यु आर सो मेनी जब्स सो मेनी डिफ्रेन्ट रोल्स वाट इज वान थिङ द्याट यु वुड लाइक टु डु वाट इज वान लाइक ड्रिम प्लान यु ह्याभ.
If time, I mean, like, if money was not an issue, right? I would love to be a travel vlogger. Like, just go to different places and vlog. I mean, like, people are making money out of it, but I don't know, like, if I can, like, start making money out of it. But I would love to do that. Like, and that is also something I would want to do once I, like, retire. Like, just travel to different places and just enjoy and try different food. Even though I feel like I could be a foodie, maybe I'm not, but I would love to do that.
I literally could see that in you when you mentioned that you have such a dreamy eye, and like I can see that how successful you would be because with all these talents and like when these talents are connected with the passion that what you wanted to do, why not, right? That's I wish you all the best for that as well. What you have been doing. Last पनि आइसकेको छौँ. What would be your message to the girls? Because as I said that there are so many, I mean like यति थोरै नम्बरमा रहेछ कि हाम्रो गर्ल्सहरू अथवा वुमेनहरू चाहिँ यो फाइनेन्समा भनौँ न नम्बर्समा अकाउन्टिङमा यो साइडमा चाहिँ थर्ड ग्रेडर भन्दा त it just broke my heart. I was devastated when I first found out when I was doing my research on it, right? मलाई मात्र आउँदैन मेरो मात्र म्याथ राम्रो छैन भन्थेँ तर when I started looking at the research, oh my god, जस्तो भयो भनेपछि what would be your message to the girls, to the young generation who are kind of scared that I may not be good at it? So के भन्न चाहन्छौ, के सिकाउन चाहनु?
यो फाइनेन्स फिल्डमा अकाउन्टिङ फिल्डमा आई थिङ्क इट्स नट द्याट डिफिकल्ट. हामीलाई के लाग्छ मलाई के लाग्छ भनेपछि हामी जुन चिज हामीले गरेको हुँदैन नि त्यो चिज गाह्रो छ कि जस्तो लाग्छ कि हामीलाई जहिले पनि आफूले नगरेको चिज चाहिँ गाह्रो हो कि तर अरू कसैले गर्न सकेछ भने वाइ नट मी त्यसरी सोच्नुहोस् ऊ किन मभन्दा बढी ट्यालेन्टेड छ त हैन मलाई त्यही लाग्छ कि कसैले केही गरेको छ भने ओ गड त्यसले गर्यो तर म गर्न सक्दिनछु कहिले पनि सोच्नु हुँदैन त्यसले कसरी गर्न सक्यो ऊ पनि ह्युमन बिइङ हो म पनि ह्युमन बिइङ हो हैन त्यो एक्ज्याक्टली कन्फिडेन्स इज कि आफूलाई अन्डर एस्टिमेट चाहिँ कहिले पनि नगर्नुहोस् मैले कतिजना मान्छेहरू मैले भनिहालेँ नेपालीहरूमा स्पेसली अब अमेरिका आइसकेपछि आई वुडन्ट से मी मैले त आफूलाई कहिले अन्डर एस्टिमेट गर्ने गरेको छैन मैले जस्तो म स्कुल गएँ होइन टेक्सास स्टेट युनिभर्सिटी गएँ त्यहाँ एउटा सिङ्गल मेरो क्लासमा एउटा पनि नेपाली थिएन कि मैले काम गर्ने ठाउँमा पनि एउटा पनि नेपाली थिएन है अहिले पनि छैन मलाई I get along with like यहीँको कुरीहरू अमेरिकनहरूसँग I get along with them. I feel like I'm one of them. मलाई कहिले पनि आफू चाहिँ oh god I'm like a different person जस्तो पनि फिल हुँदैन I'm one of them. मान्छे त हो नि हैन त्यो कतिजनालाई बाहिर विदेशबाट आइसकेपछि यहाँ के हुँदो रहेछ भने ओहो यिनीहरूसँग कसरी काम गर्ने होला हुन्छ कि हामी जस्तै हो उनीहरू पनि डोन्ट गेट स्केयर्ड अनि त्यस्तै अब कुनै अकाउन्टिङ फाइनेन्स फिल्डमा पनि इट्स नट डिफिकल्ट एट अल म सधैँ भनेर हुन्छु इट्स नट डिफिकल्ट खालि प्र्याक्टिस चाहिन्छ अभियसली कुनै पनि फिल्डमा अरू फिल्डमा पनि त प्र्याक्टिस चाहिहाल्छ नि प्र्याक्टिस चाहिँ चाहिन्छ गाह्रो छैन गर्न चाहनुहुन्छ फाइनेन्स फिल्ड अकाउन्टिङ फिल्डमा आउन चाहनुहुन्छ तर अब सक्दिन जस्तो लाग्छ भने पछाडि नहट्नुहोस् बरु मलाई मसँग कुरा गर्नुहोस् म त करियर काउन्सिलिङ गरिराखेको हुन्छु स्कुलमा गएर पनि गरिराखेको हुन्छु होइन सिपिए इभन सिपिए मैले जब सिपिए गरेँ नि मैले सिपिए गर्नुभन्दा अगाडि मैले ग्रान्ड थर्नटन भन्ने फर्ममा जाँदाखेरि ओ कस्तो गाह्रो छ मान्छे फेल भएकै गर्छ यो एक्जाम त वान अफ द टफेस्ट एक्जाम्स हो भनेर हुन्थ्यो कि हुन त हो सिपिए एक्जाम भनेको गाह्रो एक्जाम छ तर अब टाइम दिन सक्नुहुन्छ भने गाह्रो छैन मैले सिपिए एक्जाम 5 महिनाभित्रमा सकाएको तर मैले के गरेँ मैले मेरो सोसियल लाइफलाई कट गरिदिएँ म एभ्री स्याटरडे र सन्डे लाइब्रेरी जान्थेँ बिहान जान्थेँ बेलुका लाइब्रेरी बन्द भएपछि बल्ल घर फर्किन्थेँ त्यो टाइममा म पढेरै बस्थेँ तर 5 मन्थ्समा त आइएम डन लाइक सकेपछि त एकचोटि लाइसेन्स आएपछि त सक्यो होइन त्यो गाह्रो हुँदैन कुनै पनि चिज मलाई के लाग्छ गाह्रो हुँदैन practice चाहिन्छ टाइम चाहिँ चाहिन्छ टाइम प्र्याक्टिस र डेडिकेसन भयो भने you can achieve anything you can be anything you want.
That's beautiful. That's powerful. Thank you for sharing. And probably the last question I have, why do you think, or if you think, I mean, why financial independence or financial freedom is important for women, especially women?
Financial importance. So you can do whatever you want to, right? if you're like, you don't have to rely on somebody else for your needs. That's why I would say like financial independence is so much important. What if like who you are dependent on is not there anymore? What are you gonna do next? Like you can be, say for example, a lady is dependent on her husband, right? What if he's not there anymore? You're going to be homeless the next day, right? Anything can happen. But if you are financially independent, you can live for yourself. You can live for your, say for example, you have young children. They can like depend on you for all their like needs and wants. So I think it's very, very important. Financial independence also gives you some sort of power, confidence too. If you're like not dependent on somebody else, you can earn for yourself. You can get whatever you want. Like you can live the life that you want. You can be more confident too. So I would say like, yes, you have to be financially independent, especially in this day and age. I would say like every single person out there has to be, not just women, like even men, everybody has to be financially independent. They should be earning for themselves so that they're not relying on anybody. They can be what they want, live the life that they want to.
Definitely, definitely. So what would be your wishes, like final words for like women in DFW area and everywhere regarding this teas that is coming in? Any final
Happy teas. Happy teas. I've been seeing a lot of like videos and like pictures of women like celebrating this festival. Everyone's like in red, yellow, and green, enjoying, having fun. So yeah, have fun, make more friends, enjoy. This is the time to enjoy, right? And like dancing. I think everybody's having so much fun, and it's also one way of like everyone's coming together and having fun equally. Like no one's like, oh, I'm inferior or I'm superior to you. Everyone's like equally enjoying, and even guys and kids have been participating with these women. So it's such a like fun thing going out here in the DFW. So enjoy these, happy these, and then I would say like if you're fasting, don't fast just for your husband, but for yourself too. Why can't you fast for your long life as well?
the way you said, yeah.
You should be living long too.
Definitely. So how people can reach out to you if they want to know more from you, to follow you, what would be the best way? Your
I would
company.
say like Messenger. So I do spell my not name in a different manner. So it's
Okay, myself, yeah.
SARUSTIE. But yeah, you can message me in Facebook if you have any questions, especially like anything with regards to accounting, finance, how to get into the CPA, or just in general, how's life at the end of the day.
Answering social media, just the list goes on and on, right?
Mhm. Yeah, just don't call me in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Thank
After winning this,
you.
this is it. They're like, I get video calls like during the nighttime. I'm like, I can't pick it up.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes from Nepal, right? From elsewhere. So yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, being a celebrity you are now. So yeah. Right, if you get that call. Okay, Shristi, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining this talk. And I'm sure that you have inspired so many other women like you have done me. I'm your big fan too. So
Oh, thank you.
being here today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye bye.